Hello, welcome to another episode of James Plays Open TTD. So, we're back. Don't need that. We're back with our furs and fish playthrough here. Same map, and we're going to be continuing this. I know that's kind of a big deal, and it really shouldn't be. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. So, let's just see. What did we do last time? So, last time, we have our steel mill right here that we've been delivering iron ore, or coal, and iron ore too. So I found out from a comment that you don't need both. You just anything that it takes. Like if we just give it iron ore, it'll make steel, and if we just give it coal, it'll make steel. So I'm assuming that's the same for scrap metal. We're still going to deliver scrap metal anyways. We will increase the amount of stuff that we deliver to this steel mill to the point that it cannot keep up with how much we're delivering. That's what we're aiming to get to. What's this again? Oh yeah, glassworks. In the meantime, however, we need to figure out... oh yeah, the sound was the other thing. I don't know if you can see like how low this slider is, but it's like smaller than I can... There, I hope that's a bit better. I've adjusted video and sound stuff as usual, so let me know, again, if it's better or it's worse. I kind of tinker with it a little bit each time. I spent some more time doing it this time. So, we have Mega City Prime, and we want to get goods to it. So we need to find... that's our stockyard. Did we find a... what is it? Let me check my industry chains again. So, steel mill. We need a metal workshop. I can't remember if we found one last time. Fortunately, we put signs on everything that we did find. So, there's our coal mine, terminal, steel mill, and iron man. We did not find a metal workshop, but there should be a industry directory right here. Wow. We want... oh, general store. That's neat. Is there an option to sort by... no, we want production. No, we want type. Okay, stockyard, 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 steel mill, 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 port, 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 orchard and piggery. Okay, that's my new favorite kind of manufacturing facility, piggery. Right, orchard, orchard, piggery, piggery, piggery. Metal workshop. Okay, so here's our metal workshop. Now the trick will just be to find one that's close to what we're looking for. Is this one? No. Okay, second one. This is, yeah, so, well, now we know what it looks like. Is this close at all? No, not really. All right, next one. Is that close at all? No, not really. Yeah, that's a long way to go. Next one. Here it is. Is that close? About the same distance. Next one. I don't even know where our stuff is from that one. At the bottom of the map, I know it's gonna be far away. Yeah, too far. I'm not looking for it to be super close, just close enough that we won't go bankrupt trying to build the rail line out to it. Yeah, no. This one might be. No. Wait. This one is this thing here. And where is our rail line from this? Okay, hang on. Whoops, that's not what we meant to do. Don't need those. Okay, there's our rail line. Let's go back to this again. Okay, so it's just, yeah, this one will work. Okay, this is Louisville Metal Workshop. All right. So let's go to landscaping. And hang on, is that sign or is that... oh, purchase land. No, we want workshop. Okay, this is the workshop, right? No, that's the stockyard. This is the workshop. Can we move the sign? We'll just have to delete it and put another one. Workshop. All right. Okay, so here we've got our workshop. Now let's see, where are we going to want to go to get that to here? And I think we're going to want to use this line here, which is going to require bridges and all manner of things. So hang on, let's think about how we want to do this. Do we want to go down and along this peninsula here, or do we want to kind of go around this city and cross over at this bridge here or something? I think that might be what we want to do. Let's just think. Because it needs to be a double track. Oops. Okay, so we've got that one. And then like that. Will that work? Okay, so no, that's incorrect. I mixed it up. Okay, so this one needs to go that way, and this one needs to cross and then go that way. And we're going to put one of these in here just cause. We're going to sign it up. Because this does let trains turn around. Okay, so let's say our train is going from the steel mill to the workshop. So it goes from the steel mill down the right side of the track, going along. Gets on the track and goes off to the steel mill. Okay, now it comes back. We're going to put an X over here as, oops, there's a sign there. Sorry, I'm thinking really hard right now about this. Okay, there's our signs, or there's our crossing. Signs are in place. Okay, so this is like, these crossings are a failsafe because I know, did I break something? No, I didn't. Did I? No, I didn't. I think I just bought another sign. These crossings are a failsafe because I know I'm going to mess it up, right? So, this is a hotel, right? Yeah, I wonder what having the railroads go right around it is doing for the land value of this hotel. Oh well. Like, I don't care. Should have thought of that before you built a hotel there. All right, so it goes to the steel mill. We've got that. Now it comes, or to the workshop. Now it comes back to pick up more metal, and it comes around, and it can do that. Okay. Now the one thing is, can it turn around? And yes, it can. This is just going to be a popular station. We may need to increase the capacity of this station. I'll do that later. Okay, now is the easier part. Easier. Build these lines out to... here it is, yeah. And we're going to want to plan around where we're building the bridges. Actually, no. Hang on. What's it? You hold control? I don't want to, like, accidentally build a bridge that I can't afford. Oh, no. Control. Control is removed. Shift is... Okay, yeah, shift. Okay. How much will that cost? Oh, I can just do this. 30,000. We've got hundreds of thousands. We're fine. Okay, so tubular steel. That's a really ugly bridge. Not doing wonders for the land value of these cities here. Oh well. Again, I don't care. That is way too long. This is also way too long. And we can't build diagonal bridges. I think it will be cheaper to... Hang on. That... Okay, I'm probably wrong, because I just spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that. But we've already done it, so... Okay, one more thing. Because I don't want to build a super long bridge, right? We can just do that. And there we go. There's our bridges. And they're only one lane, I suppose, but you'll see how we're going to solve that in a second. The trains will just take turns going on them. Aha. I canceled that by holding control. Whoever told me that in the comments, the deleting tracks thing, thank you. That was indeed very helpful. Okay, we've got that. Now this guy's going to come along. Okay, so now this is all signals, right? So the train drives on the right side of the track. So we signal this all up. And that there's a signal there. We're going to put another one because we're excessive. And then a signal right there. And then we just signal all this. Oops. Signal all that up. Signal. And there. So the number of signals is excessive. I grant you that. But it'll work. So we don't need any signals on this entire section because we only want one train going on the bridge section, quote unquote, bridge section at one time, right? If this island was bigger, I'd probably make it so that there's two bridge sections and split it off again, but maybe when we have more money, we can do that. Okay, now there's one. Okay, didn't have to build them that far apart, but this is fine. Okay, so now train drives on the right. So that'll be the coming, and that's the going. Okay, now we're good. Now we just need to build the rest of the track out to the workshop. And the workshop, we want a one thing there. Hang on. Damn trees. Okay, I thought the thing did a thing. That's helpful. I thought the platform ended prematurely, like it did in the Japan set. Okay. Now let's just take that out a bit like that. Make sure it lines up, and do that. The longer my straight sections are, like the longer I have a contiguous section of track, the easier it is to build signals. And we're going to do a bit of a crossover thing, just because. Okay, so now we need to signal this all up. So, train drives on the right. I'm not being repetitive by saying train drives on the right, by the way. That's not for you. That's just for me as a, like, mnemonic. The, like, thing that starts with PN. Whoever invented words that start with PN? Like, what kind of guy does that? It's a mnemonic? It's like what it means is like a thing that you say to help you remember. Which I guess it isn't even really one of those, but you know what? Sue me. Please don't. I'm broke. It's just an expression. And we want... Do we want this here? I want it somewhere that's accessible for the train on this track. Okay, so the train going from there can also get in and can also get out. Perfect. Do signals. No suitable railroad track. More signals. Signals that you can never have enough signals. Okay, so now we need floss 47. I love this song. All right, we need the steel car. Is it bolster truck? Metal. Hang on, does this steel mill make metal? Metal, yes. Okay, so the bolster truck. We want 6 of those. Or enough that the train is 6 long, not actually 6. Alright, now train 1. You are going to go to here. And then you're going to go to here. Now let's just watch to make sure that this does the right thing. And we can fast forward. Yeah, we're pretty that was an expensive expansion to our rail network, but hopefully it'll pay off. All right, this train's going. Everything's going smoothly. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Right. And it doesn't pick anything up because see that station doesn't have any metal because it doesn't know that it's supposed to put the metal in the station because no train has gone there yet. But now one has gone there. So it should start. Yeah, now it's putting the metal in the station. I just want to make sure that the train follows the track properly, which it seems to be doing just fine. No hiccups. What'll be more important to look at is once we get a couple trains on this track, but that won't be for a while. And it did it perfectly. Okay, not a problem. So that's that. So that will slowly start making us money. In the meantime, let's check to make sure that only 31%. Yeah, I can speak English. 31% of the metal from this place, or the coal from this place, has been transported. So we're going to send you to the depot. And because this one was too short, I don't know if you remember, but we ran out of money, so he's not the full length that he could be. So he should go to the depot. And then new vehicles. What kind of, that's a coal car? Mineral hopper? No. Mineral truck? Coal, yes, okay. Now, looking at this is the little number right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right here that I used to determine how long the train's going to be. So now you are the proper length. And then we're going to buy another one of you. Another Floss 47 for... Yeah, we can afford it. This is going to put us pretty close to the line here, but another mineral truck. And... Oh, I probably should have just cloned that train. Oh well. And you're going to go here. And then you're going to go here. And there you go. So what I'm venturing to guess is that train 2, the first coal train we had, was transporting about 20, well, it was said 30 before, 30% of the production of coal that this coal mine makes every time it makes a trip, right? So if it is, if I've made it full length, let's assume that brings it up to 50%, and then bought another train, that should bring it up to 100%. Now, it's not going to be perfect, but it's close enough that I'm satisfied with our exploitation of this coal mine. This steel mill, I still don't know how much it can transport, or how much it can produce, because there's got to be like an upper limit of throughput, right? The steel mill is not infinitely productive. At a certain point, the chief of the steel mill is going to go, thanks for all this coal and iron ore, but, you know, we're at maximum capacity here. So that's going to happen eventually. We got to keep an eye on that. But also, only 40% transported. So we could afford, well, we can't afford anything right now. We could go for another one of the trains that goes there. But the other thing is, as we increase the amount of stuff we deliver to it, as in from the iron mine as well, which is only giving us only 37%, so we could afford another train for that. The production of this will go up, because only the production of primary industries, or not primary, natural, resource industries. I think those are primary industries, right? Yeah, like the coal mine, this is set. It can only produce 180 tons of coal per month, or per period, right? I keep saying per month. I don't know what period it is. Like this guy can only produce 135 tons of scrap metal, which I think this is going to be our next thing we're going to exploit because it shouldn't require too much infrastructure to be built. So we're going to build that, and then let's just think about this. So if we have it come out here and split off, give that a bit more space. And then do that. So the train can go out. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so it goes out to the steel mill, turns around, comes back, goes back in. Yeah, that's all we needed to do. Okay. Signals. We're going to put one there as well. And there. And there. That should be good. Okay. That was a nice, simple addition. Now, get our floss 47. We're making a lot of money. I just noticed that. Like, we were out of money just a minute ago, and we're back up to 200 grand. So it's something to keep an eye on. Okay. So fruit gondola, obviously not. Bolster truck, refittable to scrap metal. There isn't a thing that carries scrap metal naturally, so we're going to buy a whole bunch of these. And I've never refit something before. Auto replace, sell all trains. Bolster truck, tons of metal. Refit, okay. Scrap metal. Refit train. SH-125. I'm going to say no to that because it'll come out before we're buying new ones. Okay, scrap metal, scrap metal, scrap. Ah, that was super easy. Okay, so that is the refit button. Now we know. All right, so you're going to go there, and then you're going to go here. And be free, my child. And it can also get to the other thing that I always forget about is making sure that trains can get to the depot, the train depot. Because if they can't get there, then they won't be able to get maintenanced. And if they can't get maintenanced, then look at how many trains we've got going. If they can't get maintenanced, then they'll break down a whole bunch. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is, can we build while it's paused? Did I set that? We can't. Okay, so we're gonna set it to play at normal speed because we have to expand the capacity of this station. We're probably gonna make it have 4 tracks instead of 2. 2 for each direction, which means we have to tear it down essentially and rebuild it. And unfortunately, we can't do this while it's paused, so we have to do this quickly. Okay, so we want it this way. We want 4 tracks. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to demolish that. And this whole thing, actually. Don't worry, we're gonna fix all of this. But probably not before my conductors start getting mad at me. Okay. So then whoops. That train is broken down for a really long time. Okay, so now, at least, well, let's just do it for both ways first. There we go. Okay, so now these 2 tracks are both going the same way, and then this track. There we go. Okay, now we just add signals. Just add signals. That should be like the brand name for a instant railroad track. Just add signals. And like that. Okay, so now way more trains can go to this. Oh, I did this wrong. I did the signals wrong. Whoops. Can I can flip these, can't I? Yes, I can. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Just a minor hiccup. So now, Before, this station was limited to 2 tracks in each direction, or 1 track in each direction. Now it has 2. So see, both of these trains are going the same way. So this is all very good. Okay, we can set it back to fast forward, and we're already at 300,000. We are making serious bank. Like, holy cow! Let's start repaying this loan. Why don't we? All right. Because we also pay interest on the loan interest, which is not huge, but it's substantial. $200,000. This is crazy. We're making so much money. All right, now I want to check how our production on this workshop is going. Production. No. Wait, yeah, this is the metal workshop. Is it getting stuff? Maybe not. Is our train going properly? Oops. Is this the train that goes... Yeah. What are you carrying? Okay, he is carrying metal. Is he dropping... Like, is this accepting metal? Accepts chemicals and metal. We may actually develop the chemicals in a minute. Which we should be coming up on 20 minutes, I think. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here. I can't see, because of the way things happen, I normally have a timer. I can't see it right now, so I'm guessing. Okay, so he is unloading the metal. So then this workshop, are you not making anything? I mean, you're buying the metal from me, so sure. Maybe... Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. It had just gone away since I looked at it last. Okay, so he is making stuff. Now let's see how much... 100... Okay, so we're barely transporting any of the metal that's making. So we can afford another one of those trains. Next episode, we're going to probably expand the number of trains we've got, as well as expand into Mega City Prime. Finally, it will be time for us to start selling goods here. And that's a theater, hospital, library. Do they have a general store here? I don't think they do. But we should still be able, if we build a station here, actually. I'm just going to build the station. I know this episode's probably being long. And I'm going to make it 4 tracks as well. Accepts goods. Okay. And we'll set up an intercity bus line and everything. It'll be great. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support and comments. And I will hope dearly to see you next time.